Alright. So, last week, the brave heroes of Thylea found themselves upon the Ultros, given a task by the ancient, nefarious, legendary Dragon Lord, Estor Argalander, to destroy 3 traitorous Thanes, or they wouldn't be released from this waking dream, this strange reality they found themselves in. They immediately went to work, talking to Davos, the quartermaster, on the upper deck. One thing led to another, a fight ensued, and they dispatched him with extreme prejudice after a couple of well-placed fireballs and a couple of possession attempts. Next, they headed down to the crew's quarters on the lower deck in the aft of the ship, where they engaged with Metron the Navigator, who opened up this strange arcane box, and dozens of specters of defeated warriors flowed out. Before this battle was over, Dianus, succumbing to the influence of the undead spirits being controlled by Lutheria, the Queen of Death, laid him low and took his life. The battle ended with Metron being destroyed, the box being closed by some heroic antics by our heroes at large, and especially Lycus jumping on the box before any more could flow through. And once the dust settles, the familiar rocking of the Ultros, the sea sounds came back in. Your adrenaline stopped pumping through your ears, and you found you were standing over the body of your friend, Dianus. That's where we left off. So that's where we're going to pick up. Looking at each other, bruised, not as bloody, but exhausted from your 2 trying ordeals of recent past. The scene is dark around you. You have dancing lights scattered throughout the chamber, being held by Lycus still. The reddish amber jewel still glows brightly on Ina's chest. And Cyanus lies still with the Grimstalker but a foot away. His body is pale. His skin seems dry and wrinkled. And coursing throughout his arms, you see his veins have turned this ashy, grayish, black color. The pupils themselves are dilated, with no color to the irises around. He lies still, staring off into the distance of the cabin ceiling above. What do you do?
I'm gonna walk over to him and, just be looking down at him and close his eyes. Study him for a minute and then pick up Grimstalker. And does it do anything when I pick it up?
No. It feels unexpectedly cold to the touch. There is the subtle vibration of arcane energy flowing through it that you are now acquainted with quite well, but it doesn't respond to your touch in any way. It seems completely inanimate, otherwise non-extraordinary.
Cyanus, get up.
I kneel down.
Hi. Get up, bud. Cyanus, get the fuck up. The fight's over. You can stop sleeping.
I go down on my knees beside him, and I look and I just go, if this turns out like what happened in the necropolis, I'm going to kill you. And just waiting, give it a moment in case.
I pull out my little sand counter and I flip it. I just set it down and I just start tapping my hoof. Anytime, dude. Anytime.
I'll also look up at Renatus and I would just go, he has died once before in our labor, and Lutheria threw him back to the world of the living because she wasn't done with him yet. I hope she still isn't done with him.
You're really gonna make us wait.
This. So
Is
this.
there anything else in this room?
As previously mentioned, there are boxes and crates that are now in various states of disarray, some destroyed from the fight. A couple of the hammocks have been chopped through or otherwise destroyed. There is the box which is closed, the strange stone, bluish stone box that the specters were coming out of. Otherwise, no.
Where is that box? It's over by them, on the other side. Oh,
It's-
like
it's-
opposite of me.
It's in the corner, about 5 feet away from you. Well, 5 feet away from your group, yes.
There.
Yeah, I'm not really using the map at this moment, but yeah.
Oh.
You can get
All
through
right.
this
So
time.
yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the box and like just examine the box and like try to feel. I'm not gonna open it before everyone gets all crazy at me.
Can I just take a more intentful look at Cyanus to make sure, like, this isn't something I could stabilize?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check. And Renatus, what exactly are you trying to examine about this box? Just the way it looks, or what are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if I feel like any. Is it still magical? Is it still like? Is there still like energy from it? Obviously, it's not fighting anymore. I don't think like fighting to open itself. I wouldn't think, but yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to ascertain.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check, please.
Yeah.
You're on your roll to 21 for your medicine check.
Yeah.
So there's no rise and fall from his chest. You touch his wrist, touch his neck. There's no life pulse. He looks cold. He feels cold. It's not like Princess Honora, where there was this strange otherworldly quality, that suspended animation type situation. In fact, he seems too cold to have just died. Not like his body temperature is slowly whittling out like a normal corpse would, like it seems like he's been dead for a very long time. It's very strange.
Like dead since the necropolis?
I don't think there's really any way to know that. Just that, and if you remember during the fight, when he was getting hit by these specters, and some of you felt their blows as well, bits of cold energy came in, and you felt like the wind was getting sucked out. Your energy was getting sucked away. So there seems to be a correlation with that. With your Arcana check of 12, Renatus, the box itself doesn't seem particularly magical. It is peculiar, of unknown origin, but based on your previous experience with the box in the other world, the other realm, whatever this strange place you're in is, with the other box, the box itself wasn't really arcane. There was some magic on a lock on it, but the power for these specters came from the gems that were within. And it seems as though Metron was able to summon forth that power because of some control he had over them. Maybe lifting the gems out through some sort of telekinetic energy, but don't really know for sure.
Sorry, just one quick question. Oh, wait, sorry. How Cyanus looks now? How does that compare to, like, I mean, I know in the necropolis he got like crumpled, so I know that kind of changes the body, but is this similar to how it was there, like, or did he look just like a regular dead body last time?
He looked very traumatically injured, but relatively normal. His body was still somewhat warm and things like that. I guess the best way I could explain it to you is if someone were to die in front of you and then you go over to them, they still have some complexion. They'd still have a little bit of warmth, and then as time went on, that would fade. Cyanus is more along the lines of something you would experience if you saw somebody in the morgue hours later. Except for
I kneel over him and shake the shit out of him. And I scream, "You let go of him, you son of a bitch! And you fucking bring him back!" I'm just shaking the shit out of him. You fucking let him go, right now!
He's heavy. His body is limp. Very much like a rag doll. And after several seconds and furious shaking, you get no response.
There's something wrong. Like,
yeah, no shit, he's dead. That's what's fucking wrong.
No,
and that bitch won't bring him back.
No, like, this looks like he's been dead for days, not for minutes.
Well, we're not in the real fucking world. We're in some whatever the hell this is. This is gonna happen to all of us if we don't fucking get out of here.
I'm gonna take him up to the top deck. Because, I don't want to just leave him here, but we still have to deal with the third one.
Do we have to do that shit now, or can we sleep on it? Because I don't know about you, but I got my ass kicked. And now we're down a man in this hellhole of a dream world, whatever the hell this is. And God's hope that he's not actually dead, but maybe he's stuck in some sort of nightmare limbo until we can get out of this damn place.
I do believe what the captain said, which was we would be stuck here if we don't finish. So possibly he could come back after we leave here.
Barricade those fucking doors. I'm getting some sleep, and then we'll go kill this third son of a bitch.
How long do you need to sleep for?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to say, I don't know how long we've even been here. I'm just saying, because my magical prowess is a little low right now.
Yeah, I'll help.
I'm just drained.
I'm gonna
be like, I'm drained. I cannot keep anyone up anymore. If we fight, I got nothing left. He's not dead. He's not fucking dead. He's stuck in something in this fucking place. He's not dead. He ain't dead. He's not dead. Let's just get out of this motherfucker. He'll be right there with us as soon as we get there with his stupid smirking face, talking about how long it took us.
All right. Also,
what if time is passing differently?
Yeah. So he's on the other side waiting for us. So let's hurry up and let's get this shit over with. But
yeah, I'm all about hurrying up and getting this shit over with.
All right,
what happened to your face?
No, she's always looked like that. It's pretty long.
No, there's... I suppose you had a little bit of crow's feet, but now they're, like... I'm, like, on my toes, like, looking... not quite, like, indirectly in your face, but I'm close. I'm just like, what happened to you?
Well, I mean, you got snakes for for hair. I mean, I want to ask her what's wrong with her face. Kettle, pot, whatever. I hop in the closest hammock.
Would I know that, like, I aged 10 years, or would I just be like, ugh, this place is stressing me out? Like, I don't know how.
Best way I could describe it is you would know that you were in a especially traumatic experience. You've never been so afraid of your life. And you know, kind of like how they have those movies where there's a ghost and they scream and the person's like, oh my god, scared, and then their hair goes white. Kind of like that, just not as movie magicist and not as extreme. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so boxes are being stacked up against the doors. Once that's complete, you see Lycus frustratingly stretch out in one of the 4 remaining hammocks that are still up. Anything else y'all are doing besides trying to rest?
I'm gonna be looking through my bag and see if I can't find my list and examine that one.
Your box?
Yes.
Easy enough. You drop it back. You hear it hit the deck with a hollow thud, and you pull it out. It seems as you remember it on the outside. And sitting, looking over to the side, you see an identical box over there.
I'm gonna open mine.
Okay. And slowly open it up, and the dim purple of the dancing lights flitting about overhead, as Lycus obviously hasn't been able to fall asleep yet. You see 4 gems and a thin coat of black powder, where the other gems appear to have been destroyed. And those 4 gems themselves, although they are still shiny and strangely cut in that deep, deep black, like a black opal, they don't have the same shimmering quality as they did the first time you saw them.
I'm gonna, I know the last, because I went and touched one, but I left it in the box, and I felt that negative energy, like it was something that I, thought that I belonged to me, but then there was like a weird energy. I want to feel them again.
Okay. You precipitously reach your hand in and hover over for a second, and then touch one of the gems. Cool to the touch, the hardness of it and the density of it still strikes you, but you don't have any arcane feeling. There's no power within. It seems like an ordinary stone, but at the same time, they are once again familiar. I need you to give me a history check, please. Okay.
24.
So, here in this moment of quiet, you recall these being known as soul gems. Soul gems, you know that there are many different types of soul gems. They can be created by magic. But normally, once the gem that holds the soul within is used, they crumple. These 4, however, since you don't feel any latent energy within, it seems as though they're unique in some way. And you vaguely recall having created these yourself. You don't know why. You don't know how they got here. But you remember they had a specific purpose, and it took you weeks of experimentation and research to do such a thing.
If I don't feel that energy, I'm gonna I touch it. Obviously, I'm holding it. I feel it. I'm gonna take one out the box and hold it. Does it? It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't seem to.
All right. All right. I'm just gonna I don't know if everyone's watching me or whatever, but I'm just gonna be pick it up, and then take a look around at everyone, see if anyone sees. If not, I'm just gonna put it back down and close the box.
I might be. I'm just sort of I'm partly barricading the door and just sitting by it with my back to it. But maybe. Well, if you end up looking at me, I am looking at you.
I don't know if I'm looking all I'm trying to be sneaky about it. I was just, pick it up and put it back. So, if you don't say anything to me, I'm not going to say anything to you.
I'm just all you get is just raised eyebrow. I look very, very obviously at your what's in your hand, and then back at you, eyebrow, and then sort of like incline my head, just like the like, what the fuck are you doing sort of face.
Yeah,
my hand might be resting on my sword hilt.
All right. Yeah, no.
Anything else?
I've just got like the statuette of Thylea, like in my hands, rolling it around, praying for guidance while I wait out this rest.
It is comforting. Not wholly comforting, but comforting. You're good. Go ahead.
I chime in. Hey, do y'all think we need to burn the body and sacrifice? Just out of curiosity, if you think that works here.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna click a firebolt on my finger. What are we burning?
That was way too eager. Way too eager.
Fire on the brain.
Alright. So, I need everybody to give me, you're all trying to rest, I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck. That's a 10. I'm fucked.
And I got a 13.
Oh,
Renata's
it
got a
didn't drop
16.
It was a 21, but is it doing it? Oh, it doesn't find it.
I'll take your word for a 21 if you want. That's
You have
fine.
to like click on the D&D Beyond if you're doing.
I was in the D&D Beyond. I clicked the B, but it's not rolling. It says it can't find the game. It's fine. It says 21. I'll just start rolling in turn.
That's fine. And don't forget, y'all can click in Lycus. In Lycus, Jesus. And you can click in Lycus, but you can also click in Foundry. It might be faster.
Yeah, of course. Anyone who wishes to click Lycus is more than willing to, or more than allowed to, except for Renatus and Cyanus. But anybody else, everybody else, except for those two.
Glorious.
He's not here. Anyone else present is more than willing and capable and allowed to click Lycus, especially in his time of grief.
So, time passes. It's hard to determine how long. Everything seems really, really strange here. Aina, Renatus, Lycus, and you're on. As you close your eyes, you fall asleep. Your eyes close, you lose consciousness. But your sleep is troubled. Scattered throughout the time that you spend in this period, and there's visions of twisted bodies of fallen warriors that seem both corporeal and spectral. A horrifying combination of injuries. If you can imagine it, you see it. And just as frequently, passing throughout your vision while you slumber. You see the colorless, lifeless eyes of Cyanus haunting you. Lycus, with your 21. You are the only one who gains the benefits of a long rest.
Perfect.
You're the one who really needed it.
The rest of you are so troubled, and by some latent effect of this strange realm, that you only gain the benefits of a short rest.
Obermatus used his magical replenishment. Thank you, morning, everyone. Wow, these hammocks are actually more comfortable than I thought they were.
Are you ready to get on with this now? That you've gotten your beauty sleep?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep you alive. So you
I
don't
haven't
look like
needed you
that.
to keep me alive.
Thank you. I'm glad you slept well. I've got like deep dark circles under my eyes.
I just look at you. Yeah. Stress gets us
Question:
all.
This is asking me if we recovered maximum or not.
You're talking about for your
What?
for a short rest?
Yeah, I was just asking because it's asking me
What exactly is it asking you?
Oh,
to reset maximum health during this rest or not.
Oh no.
it's reset maximum HP changes specifically.
Okay, no, your maximum HP is still the same. If that's what it's asking you.
Okay,
Yeah, but you can roll your
right,
hit dice
because
just like a short
it got
rest.
lowered.
Correct.
Yeah.
Anyone else sleep like shit?
Now, like I said, I don't remember
Yeah.
if you had any of those issues, but a long rest does reset your maximum HP.
Yeah, no, I didn't have any.
He stays out of the danger zone.
Hey! I took a staff to the back.
You're gonna take
Oh, wait.
more than that if we don't get to move on.
Oh,
Let's go. Let's go.
oh.
What's wrong with you?
No, look at it. Look at Renagis' hit dice roll.
What? What about it?
It's a 2.
Chew.
But that's all I needed.
Yeah,
I'm basically full now,
he's
so
fine.
it didn't matter.
What dice roll? What are you talking about? All right. Yeah, let's go kill this other fucker so we can get out of here and I can go scream at Cyanus for sleeping on the job.
Yeah, I'll strap Cyanus to my back. That'll just be the easiest way to do this.
I wrap him and I pull out. I don't even know anymore. I get
Just
a
wrap
weatherproof
him in a
clothes.
hammock.
Oh, that's
It doesn't have
perfect.
to be fancy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I roll him in a hammock and have Huron help me lift him, and we'll lash him to our backside. He's just gonna bleed all over the place. I don't even know why we're carrying it. It's not him.
On the off chance. I'd
Why'd
rather
you
not
move
leave
us?
him here. Yeah, no, I can't see where I'm going, Joey.
I moved
Yeah,
y'all
they were
because
just
you were headed
moving
to
us.
the other place. I was just trying to help y'all out.
Oh.
God
complex.
Oh, yeah, we're in the other side.
Yeah, you're just in the north now, that's all.
Okay. Y'all ready? You good? Everybody?
I'm ready.
Good? Who we killing again?
We've gotten the quartermaster.
Yeah.
We've got the
Mhm.
helmsman. I believe this is the first mate.
Okay.
Yes, there was the quartermaster Davos, the first one, the navigator Mitron, the second one, and then what remains is Scathon, the first mate.
First mate. Scapton. Okay. Alright, let's go.
All right.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
carrying the body of Cyanus and all of his equipment with you, you make your way through the massive ore room on the lower deck of the Ultros. That strange fog still permeating through the open sides of the Ultros, pitch black outside, the strange colors slightly reflecting off the inky black water as you traverse along the ship. Coming to the other end, the prow, below decks here, you find the open door to the first mate's cabin. And within, as a reminder, this cabin is much more luxurious than the rest of the ship, made of all the finest silks and everything. There's a desk at the rear of the room, there's wooden floor and furniture, all highly well maintained, and this is where you found journals and things of that nature earlier. Glancing inside the room, there is slight differences, however. There's a supernatural cold, a chill permeating coming from the very doorway as you stand here and look inside the dark room. Off to one side of the room, you see this beautiful antique set of cerulean blue metal armor. It's ornately crafted, has flowing lines upon it, and even some, it looks like scale work in the torso. Next to it, above and next to it, mounted on the wall, there's this gleaming, obsidian-looking longsword, dancing lightly in the purple light. Aside from that, everything else looks the same. This peculiar sense of dread and foreboding that permeates throughout the Ultros is here as well. What are you going to do?
Should I knock?
Yeah.
I'll just kind of lean around, find an edge of the door, and bang it with my knuckles. And just go, room service!
You get no response.
Skathon, you cowardly shit, he'll be having gaught all day!
I just turn the knob or latch and push it open.
Okay. The door continues swinging the rest of the way until it rests up against a bed that is now behind the open door in the corner.
Cool. Is there walk on in.
Okay.
Knock, motherfucker.
Micah enters the room, goes around to one side of the table, dancing lights
Who brought
following.
him in here? Diana's body.
He did that
Just
so you can
showed
see.
up.
He
God,
did that
I
so
know,
you can
I'm
see.
being silly. Sorry.
Can you still see, Austin?
Now I can't.
You can't?
Oh, yeah, he's
I
gone.
was trying to hide you to make it easier.
Oh, no, I'm just being silly. Sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. I'm trying to make everybody happy here.
I also can't see from there. Like, I see the outside of the boat.
There you go. There you go.
Also, hi. My voice still works. I've just been quiet because I might be dead.
Mostly dead.
Alright, so one by one you enter the room. Dancing lights enter, surrounding, fill in the area. Ina, did you reactivate your jewel or no? I'm just curious.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Renatus, did you enter or no?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So, Renatus brings up the rear, looking around hesitantly. You feel that surge of cold, almost as though you walk through some type of invisible portal entering this room. As you're looking around at your friends, you hear a as the door closed behind you.
Oh, he's fucking invisible.
Commentary. You look back towards the door, then you glance around quickly, expecting an ambush or something else, just like in the crew quarters. But now you see an ethereal figure facing away from you in the front of the cabin, sitting at that plush chair in front of the desk. The form is very translucent and shimmering, as you've seen other beings like this before. It appears to be a female, maybe an elf, hard to tell, half elf. Hair is long and floating a little bit in some imperceptible wind. And she seems to be writing something. After a brief moment, she turns her head slowly. Esther sent you to kill me. And I feel as though you have already succeeded in destroying my compatriots. Would it surprise you to know that you are a fool to trust him?
Oh, we don't trust him at all.
Good.
But it is either this, or be unable to... It's the only chance we have to return home, so we must take it. I'm sure you can understand.
So look, why don't you just make this easy? Just go ahead and take your letter opener and just kill yourself so we can go the fuck home, please. Please.
You have magical ability to go along
Yeah,
with
no
your sharp
shit.
tongue.
I don't look this amazing naturally. It's got to be magically enhanced.
So does your bald friend there.
Yeah, he does that.
Hi.
I hate ladies.
No. Can't help you, sister. I'll take care of your problem. No problem. No, real quick.
Ebony, as your scale. Slay them. I need everybody to roll for initiative, please.
The sword and the armor!
It's a magical sword and armor.
Oh, please.
It's
please,
an animated fucking sword. An animated armor.
I'm not able to re-roll initiative. If you don't mind clearing that, pretty please.
I like how it says my initiative modifier is plus 40. I mean, I'll take a 21. I'm good with it.
Oh.
All right. Well, the music's not working. Why is the music working?
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
I can't see anything.
There we go. How did I nat 20 my initiative?
I don't know.
I don't have an option to roll still.
I did it on my D&D Beyond sheet, and that changed it in the tracker.
Remember yours. I'm going to clear that so everybody can roll real quick, okay? Or do what she said. As long as it works, I don't care.
Damn, I hit 22 as well.
I can't. It doesn't. It says I got a
Okay.
17.16, but
I got you.
it will not find Foundry.
No worries, I got you. 17? Too easy.
Yes, sir.
I forgot to clear it. It's my fault. Alright.
I went inside.
Did everybody else's work or no?
Mine's not working.
Okay. What did you roll?
I think I would like to be in the room, please.
You got to move a little to the right. Yeah, there you go.
Hey. It wouldn't let me. There's a door.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you roll, Anna?
It's not letting me roll.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Alright, you know what? Here, let's just do this. There we go. Alright, go to the combat tracker and reroll, and if you liked your other one, you can I'll change it to the other one.
That's fine.
Considering I nat 20. Considering I had nat 20 plus dude, and now I'm 14, I would like to go back to 22, please.
No problem. You guys are basically getting an advantage because I didn't have that prepped. 22 for you, got it. Anybody else? Same.
Yeah, I also had a 22.
Okay, you got it. Alright. Alright, so. Top of the round. Lycus. You see this strange blue armor come to life and then start lashing out towards you. It's not their turn yet, but they start attacking towards you, and that black sword flies off and starts flying in the direction of Renatus. What are you gonna do?
No, fuck! Why am I next to him?
That's where they were at.
No, of course that's where they're at. Okay, let me ask you a question. How would you want to handle heat metal? Because the way the way the spell calls for is I heat up a piece of metal, it damages the user, and it compels them to want to remove that armor or that weapon.
Okay.
If they don't, they get disadvantage. Obviously, this is a magical entity armor. It can't just strip itself, although that would be quite hilarious. I don't want to trip you, but I'm gonna casting heat metal.
Okay. We'll say that the damage applies to them unless they have some type of resistance or immunity to heat, and they'll have disadvantage on attack rolls, assuming that all the saves and everything.
So, all right. So, first thing I'm gonna do is run like a bitch. Yeah, I'm going to leap off the table over Renatus' head, somersault onto the bed, and Pizzazz.
Are you going to disengage?
No, I'm gonna take the hit.
Okay.
So I can cast heat metal on this thing later.
You got it. Okay, so the armor slashes out with a long sword. It's an 8, so it misses. You dart out of the way past Renatus. Go ahead and you cast.
Yep, I'm gonna cast. Alright, I can't cast it as a level 3 in D&D Beyond for some reason.
Okay.
So it would be 14 fire damage.
Okay, alright, so, and this is the only other question, is does the user have a save of any type?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay, so I'm just gonna have this apply to they apply to the save, since we're kind of winging this. Does that make sense? Otherwise, it's basically automatic damage.
No, they have to save.
Okay, yeah, so what's the save?
It's con saving throw.
Got it.
Or wait, hold on.
Well, that was a 21, so I hope it's not.
No, it's an automatic hit.
Okay.
No, it's an automatic hit. Because I'm heating the piece of metal, or the equipment. If a creature is holding or wearing an object, they must succeed on a con saving throw, or they drop it if they can. If they don't drop it, they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Automatic damage. The saving throw is to see whether or not they have disadvantage. Split the difference. Does that sound fair?
Sure.
Okay, so it was a 21 con save.
It.
Thank you. Now, how much damage was it?
14.
14, you got it. Alright, so you cast heat metal. The torso flares up that blue mixing with the red of the heat and have this strange purplish hue to it. And it starts smoldering a little bit as it marches now towards Renatus, who is much closer. Is there anything else?
That's it.
Alright. You're on. You're up. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go try and put myself closer to this suit of armor. And I am going to smack it as hard as I can.
Go for it.
That will not hit. That's a 10.
10 does not hit.
Fire 2. That's an 18.
Okay, so Makara comes out, it ricochets off the metal. The second one, a piercing thrust, slashes through, and you feel it hit something, some type of resistance on the inside, but you see no blood as you pull your blade out. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah, that is a 6, which is not much.
It's okay, it's better than nothing.
And, but... You know what? Fine, I'll do it. I will, I'm going to action surge.
Alright.
And I'm going to hit it again.
Go for it.
21 to hit for 11 damage. And then 16 to hit for 9.
Alright. So, first strike comes around. You slam and rip a piece of the armor off, and the arm goes flying. It recoils clumsily. The second one, you swings wide and miss it entirely. Anything else?
No, other than just going to just grin and get ready for the next blow.
You got it. Renatus, this thing very focused on you. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
Because I'm not liking that. And I'm going to hide behind my best friend, who's really big, Aina, because I don't want it to get hit. Also, I'm going to tell everyone I got a plan, or an idea, not a plan, an idea. This is an idea, and I'm going to I'm going to go through my bag and take out the chest, because I think I know what to do with the 4 gems. There are 4 of us, and I want to give everyone one.
Okay. Alright, so you take them out and just kind of one by one hand them out real quickly. That's fine. Free action, no problem there. Just because. Is that it?
Yeah. And then I'm going to tell everyone to hold on to it and wait for instructions.
You got it.
Euron has no free hands, so it's in her teeth.
What?
That, or she's kind of... It's in her teeth first, then she kind of goes, whew, and then tilts her head down,
so
and the snakes grab it, and it's curled back up into her hair.
Yeah, I just dip dodge and get away from the sword while I'm going through the chest and picking out the gems and one for you, one for you, one for you.
Alright, easy enough. It's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Euron, as you're focused on attacking this animated armor, as it starts to lumber around the room, following in Renatus' path, you feel this surge of cold energy on your back. I need you to give me a charisma saving throw. Alright. You see Skathon appear in front of you as this cold energy passes through you. You force her out through the sheer power of your will, and she turns, her face twisting into a very, very horrifying visage. That's the end of her turn. Ina, you're up. What are you going to do?
I am going to come around the table so I can hit at the armor.
Okay.
I'm a rage. I rage first, and then I'll do it.
Okay. So you rage. First attack is in 24. That's
24.
Hit. Beautiful.
For 10 damage.
Nice.
Rage.
Axe of Xander. Slam into the shoulder. The armor kind of crumples and splits, and now his arm's loosely hanging off, and there's this giant U-shaped impression on his armor as it lopsidedly is still dragging its foot across the room in the direction it was. Anything else?
I'm gonna hit him again. Hit it again.
Go for it.
For 19 to hit.
It starts to go past you and getting around Euron. You shove Euron out of the way for a moment as she's staring at the spectral being, and left hand bring up the axe of Xander and impale him on the back. It flies against the room, bam, slams into the deck wall, crumbles, and scatters into pieces on the floor.
Cool.
You killed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else?
Now I'm just gonna look around for homegirl. Do I see homegirl?
You do. You see her. She is apparated. She seems to be on the same plane as you, at least for the moment, on the opposite side of the room, across from Ina. So I'm sorry, Euron. So Euron's in between you two right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see her there? There you go. Sorry. I didn't make her
I
visible.
see her. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna swing at her.
Go for it.
Oh, for a 9 to hit. Is that gonna hit her?
Unfortunately, no. It kind of goes through her form, but it doesn't seem to take effect. It was a miss.
Okay. That'll be it for me.
Alright. Flying sword. You see the Spectre look over at it, kind of unsure what to do, and then flit her head across the room towards the two casters. So y'all are both going to get opportunity attacks on this sword as it flies across and goes to attack Renatus.
With pleasure.
What just happened?
Oh, it got stuck on a random piece of wood in the ceiling.
Oh.
Terrible.
Does a 20 hit it?
1 second. Un momento, por favor. I gotta reload. Alright. Here we are. Sorry about that. Momentary glitch. So, Axe of Xander, I see one from Aina and one from Euron against a sword. 20 is a hit. The
And
8.
then because of Sentinel, it stays exactly where it is.
Beautiful. That's going to go back to where it was. The 8 does not hit. That was 5 damage. Euron? That was 5 damage, right?
I think it's 11.
11.
I know if you're using it one-handed or two-handed. That's why I was asking.
One-handed. I'm just using it one-handed.
Okay, 11. Beautiful. Alright. This starts flying across. You meet it mid-strike. It ricochets off and turns to attack you instead. That is an 11 to hit.
Misses.
It does. That means that it is Lycus' turn. Lycus, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast. Fuck, I don't even know if I can cast it on a sword. I'm gonna shoot the sword with. I'm gonna shoot that floating sword out of the sky with the dart.
Go for it.
I'm gonna fucking Mr. Miyagi this son of a bitch. Bam! And miss it. Wait, 17. Does a 17 hit?
17 barely hits it.
Wow! 14 damage! And it goes just like that.
Damage.
It gets stuck in a piece of wood and it's like, yeah, that's right, you shake, bitch! You
It does.
scared her! You
Slam! It
scared
slams
her!
into the ceiling and then it tears itself out. Wood chunks come flying down. But now it's,
No, that wasn't supposed to happen.
it is flying around all wobbly. It is
Uh-huh.
up.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't expect that one at all. Shake it off. It's okay. I remember my first time.
Is there anything else?
No, I'm just gonna look at Shimmery bitch and just be laughing at her.
You got it.
Not like pointing and laughing, just like smirking.
Also, I'm curious. Is heat metal concentration?
Yeah, but with the armor gone, the spell went away. That's why my lights are gone. That's why I took my lights off.
Okay.
But Ina's got her Iron Man suit lit up.
Yeah, 100%. I was going to delete the lights, so I was curious. So you're good there. You're on. You're up. What are you going to do?
First I'm just gonna look at Ina and go, do you want to deal with the sword or her? The sword was behind me, so I think both of us had a shot with it. That's why.
I'll deal with her.
Alright. Then I will turn, and as pretty as that sword is, I want to shatter it into pieces. So an 18 to hit for 9 damage. And then...
Well, it wobbles out of the ceiling as it comes and starts flying towards you. Wham! And a wide arc. It slams against the wall. Done. Not moving.
Sweet. Was that with the first attack or with the
That was the
second?
first attack.
Alright. Then I'm going to turn, and I kind of already had rolled the second one, just assuming. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You can
But,
roll the same roll.
I'm going to turn and take momentum and swing at Ghost.
You got it. So that was 20
Escape that.
to hit.
For 9. Yeah. And
Beautiful.
just going to go, honey, if you wanted to enter me, you'd have to buy me dinner first. And that's it.
You got it. Renatus, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back here to get more space.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
To give me a little bit more, stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, I guess that'll be it. Past turn. I'm still thinking, obviously mine's still racing about the gems and such. If soul gems, trying to think of why I would have created them.
Okay. You got it.
Or if anything in here is any clues.
All right. She rises up and swells a little bit in front of you, her form expanding, and then her head detaches from her body and splits and screams off at each one of you. I need everybody give me a wisdom saving throw. All right. So,
Please let it be DC 13.
Aina, you're on. You know their tactics. You're used to this. Lycus, Renatus, you weren't prepared for this horrifying appearance. You are both
Actually,
frightened.
sorry.
What's that?
Can I feel lucky?
After you know the result? I don't think so.
Ah.
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, it is a thing. Trying to cheat the system.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Just don't get caught. So you are both frightened. But thankfully you do not age because you didn't fail horribly. And...
Wait a minute. No, I get advantage against Frighten.
Okay.
Frighten and Charm.
Beautiful. Go ahead and roll a second one.
I guess I am feeling lucky. Hey, it's a 14.
Alright. So for a moment, you feel scared shitless, but then you recompose yourself.
I remember how amazing I am.
And she flies over towards you. She's
Bring a bit.
going to lash out at you because she hates mages. It's a 14 to hit. Does a 14 hit?
I'm not a mage. No. 14 does
Beautiful.
not hit.
So as the visage of her skull leaves your view and you recollect yourself, she's right in front of you, lashing out with these hands that have formed these spectral claws, more or less. You back up and prepare yourself for the next thing. Aina, you're up. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna follow her so I can hit her.
Go for it.
Attempt to. 26 to hit
26 is a hit.
for 16 damage.
16 damage. Beautiful. What else?
I'm gonna hit her again.
Whack at her. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, 22 to hit
22 is a hit.
for 13 damage.
13 damage. The Alexander, the eyes glowing, ethereal energy bursting out from her with every strike. Is there anything else?
No, that's gonna be it for me.
Alright, round 3, Lycus, right in your face. What are you going to do?
Nope. And I kind of disengage and run around the other side of the room.
Okay.
So I majestically leap off the bed like a circus performer.
Mhm.
I duck under the table and I come up behind Euron and then I leap back up on the chest and I scream, "Aha!"
Okay. I want an acrobatics check to see how much flair is involved here.
Absolutely. We're gonna.
Please let him smack his head under the table if he fails.
If I don't initially feel lucky. Oh wait, that was just ducks. Hold on. You said you need acrobatics.
Acrobatics,
Much
you can just
better
add
roll
your
here.
proficiency. Or double if you have that.
Calm yourself. 26. That was a nat 20. I flared the fuck out of this.
You see his coat flapping as he twists and twirls. He has panache on his arms and legs as he's cartwheeling around the room, lands with a flourish, and then remembers he's in the middle of a fight, and he gets ready for his next action. Anything else,
I will
Lycus?
briefly tap my sword against my shield in applause.
Yeah, I even do a thank you. Oh, God, when I see the ugly, shimmery bitch.
Alright. Was that it besides moving and disengaging? Anything else?
So, yeah. Who got hit? Who got hurted?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I think everyone's
I
pretty
think
much
everybody looks
okay.
fine. You guys have been rocking this so far.
Yeah, we kicked ass and took names. Because my D&D Beyond isn't working either.
This time.
No, I'm good. I felt like
Austin!
everyone's good. We're all good. Everyone's perfectly fine.
Did anyone hear that?
No,
I thought I heard a whisper.
I heard an annoying
Wind.
Yeah.
Alright, you're up. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna pull up my sword and just go. Just nothing. Just going to try and knock her dead. 19 to hit.
19
For
to
8.
hit. For 8?
Yep.
You got it.
And one more. 22 to hit for 8.
Nice. Jesus.
And yep, that will be all that I do.
All right. Renatus, you are frightened. What are you gonna do?
Well, first I'm gonna. I know we're in the middle of this battle. I'm gonna move 5 feet to the other side.
Okay.
Am I where she was? She was riding something,
Yes. It was
right?
It looked like she was writing something. Yeah. You don't see anything on the table where she seemed to have been writing. It was almost just like an old vestige of memory or something.
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't move towards her. There's really nothing I can now. You know what? I'll just I'm gonna firebolt her cantrip. I know I do it with disadvantage, so
Go for it. Okay, so that was a normal roll. Go ahead and roll again.
there's a.
Yeah, but you rolled with
It
disadvantage.
rolled twice. That was a.
Did it? I'm only
Oh, that
seeing
was a
one.
damage roll. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought. Yeah. No, it rolled twice. I thought it was a.
Okay, so 17 to hit. That is a hit. We'll use a roll from that, so that was 16. You got it. Anything else?
No.
Alright. So, flash of orange light. Her energy kind of absorbs it, as part of it seems to affect her, part of it not. And you said you're done?
Yes.
Okay. She turns, faces you. Your soul is mine! She charges across the room. Ina, you get an opportunity attack.
I will take it. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
16 damage.
Good. She flies past. Axel Xander comes and almost splits her in two, and she hastily reforms around and lashes out at Renatus with a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Nice. Mage armor?
Yes.
So she lashes forward, mage armor repels it. And y'all can just go ahead and tell me what happens after this, because she's basically dead. She has 1 hit point left. Ina's up next, if that matters. Y'all just go ahead and tell me how this plays out.
Oh,
Get her, Ina.
I'll just freaking donkey kick her into oblivion. She's not even worth an axe swing at this point.
My bitch.
Ina kicks her legs up, her essence scatters, and you hear a soft, feminine, twisted laughter as the scene dies down to a close.
Like that was her laughter?
Seemed like it.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, wake up. You're out of here?
It'll
Or
never be that easy.
I look around like we did it, right? Like, why are we still here?
I think we need to go talk
Click
to
your
the captain.
hooves. You gotta click your hooves. I just want to see
There's no place like
image
home.
of a horse.
There's no
clicking their hooves together.
I have hands to clap.
Is Ebony by any chance still on the ground? Or did it shatter into pieces?
Shattered into 1,000 pieces. Pick it up.
Still on the ground.
I'm gonna pick it up and kind of tuck it in my armory, and I'm gonna go to the top deck, and I'm going to try and find the captain.
Before she leaves, I want to cast Detect Magic, actually cast it, and not just roll the spell.
Okay.
And I want to just kind of give a cursory glance, as well as look at that blade before she tucks it, because I want to see if there's any kind of magic still affecting it, or anything evil, necromantic, like it's still alive.
The blade, you said?
Well, I'm looking at everything, but I'm definitely casting it on that blade. Like, my eyes are focused on the blade first, because she's going to try and tuck it and run. Not run, but, go do whatever she's going to do. And I just want to make sure the thing's not still going to just, shank her in the back of the head.
Okay.
Tempting offer, but you know what I mean.
I do. So you cast Detect Magic, your senses expand, and you see, in addition to all the magic items on yourself and everybody else, you see the faint glow of enchantment coming from the sword that Euron is holding, and also the various pieces of armor on the floor.
Is that the only thing glowing here?
Yes.
Damn it. Hey, don't forget the armor. It's still magical, too. You might want to keep that.
What kind of armor is it? Is it plate or?
It seems to be some type of ancient scale mill.
Ooh, wait, hold up. That's medium, right?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, that shit's basic. You don't want that stuff. Excuse me, let me go put that in the rubbish bin.
Like this?
Yoink! I already got it on.
Yeah, I was going to say, all yours. And
now it's gonna shank me.
If Cyanus wakes up, though, should he have it?
I don't know what you're talking about. And don't forget, this is heartbreaking for me, y'all. You see how amazing this previous piece of armor I had commissioned was? The filigree, the flare. You know how hard it is to get those? The Swarovskis.
Swarovski.
The gemstones on this
also
thing.
made out of glass, so that if you lost a gemstone, I'm going to go find the captain.
I would appreciate it if you keep your opinion to yourself on my armor. Those gemstones were expensive.
I will follow your own out.
And I put this armor on.
Find a store.
My scale mail of invulnerability, right?
Well, so you take the time to do
until
you take the time to do what you have to do. It's scale mail for now.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's just a longsword.
It's a deep black longsword.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Aesthetically,
It is very similar in shape to the Makara.
It matches her
It is
color.
Makara of some type.
Can I dual wield longswords?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a thought for later.
Only
Only
if they're light or you have an ability that says you can.
Yeah, or if you have the dual wielding trait. Or fighting style.
Yeah.
Or no. No, it's a feat. You need the feat.
Something like that. So the short answer, no, not right now.
No, not right now. Okay, got it. No, just then. Also, while I'm walking, I'm going to take the crystal out of my snakes and just kind of turn it over and tuck it in my pocket to ask Minato about later.
Oh, hey, is that gemstone, that soul gem, still registering necromantic magic?
The soul
To
gems.
my eyes?
No.
They're dead. To my eyes.
You see no magic on them, no.
Okay. So I kind of look at it, I'm like, what'd you do to this thing? It's dead.
It's not dead. Just hold on. Just hold on to it. It's not yet time. Meanwhile, I'm like, I don't know what time. But, we're just going to leave that part out. Because the wizard never, tells his secrets.
Sure, bud. And I just start collecting, the paperwork. And
Yeah, that's what I was
Heading
going to start looking at. Is just any kind of map thing or looking at the writings, if there's any. As I'm walking out.
Okay. So the documents that you find there are the same ones that you found earlier, except these are older. They aren't as complete. It seems like not as much time has passed. There's this weird thing going on. So one by one, you ascend to the upper deck, and as you do so, you come into the night sky. You see the form of Esther Arklander standing there at the foot of the mast. His appearance has changed somewhat. He appears more filled out, in that the wispiness of his form, it seems more contained now, more solid. As you approach, he looks in your direction. He's holding the spear, and he puts the butt of it down on the deck, leans it up against the mast, and crosses his arms as you approach. Are you carrying Cyanus with you? You've done well. Better than I expected, if I must be honest. You only lost one. Now those traitorous Thanes are with the Queen of Dreams, as they deserve to be, as they were meant to be.
Meant?
Since you have fulfilled your duty and proven yourselves loyal to myself and the Ultros, you shall be released. You all performed quite admirably. It's hard to choose one.
One? One for
Yes.
what?
There can only be one captain.
There can
And
only
all
be
y'all
one
mothers
captain.
wanted to be captain.
And the one who set the most spirits to rest didn't even swear the oath to the Ultros. So she cannot be the captain. Therefore, it is only fitting that there is one final test. There can be only one captain.
My eyebrow is just like trying to slide into my snakes.
As you see
And your
now,
snake eyebrows are all sliding up as well.
you see now surrounding you,
Oh, Jesus.
there is various spectral and seemingly corporeal forms of crew members. Some completely unharmed, some completely traumatized with grievous battle wounds, some bloated like they drowned, some missing limbs, forming a thick circle of bodies around you. Mixed in between them is long-slain warriors of ancient times, forming a ring. Aina, you find yourself unable to move. Esther takes the spear, throws it on the ground in front of you. There can only be one captain. And steps back. All the eyes look at you three expectantly. What are you gonna do?
Just so I'm clear with the image that's happening here. The ghosts have made a ring, basically a fighting ring, around us. Aina is still in the circle with us, along with everyone else.
She's along the edge.
Oh, she's been shoved sort of to the edge.
Yeah, she's not in this.
Okay, so the people in the ring are Euron, Lycus, Bernatus, and Estor.
Esther stepped to the edge, and then he assumes that slightly transparent ethereal quality.
Yeah. It's just us three. Sorry, guys. I'll take it. It's fine. I need to start assuming this role. We know it. Just go ahead and bow out.
I will look at Renatus to see his reaction first.
I mean, I thought that we were, all gonna have to swear the oath to continue this journey. So, go ahead, Lycus. Take it. Send
Go ahead.
England.
You're on? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. I walk up and I grab the spear. I mean, this is with the pretense that whoever gets the spear wins, or is it the pretense of we gotta kill each other? I wasn't sure how I was reading this.
You reach down and grab the spear and lift it up and stand there, putting your chest out a little bit, taking the mantle on yourself.
Yep. Alright. I'm the captain. It was easy.
Quite admirable. Your loyalty runs deep.
Mm-hmm. What happens when you have friends?
Friends are a weakness.
I think they're a strength. And I think that's one of the biggest differences between you and me.
The captain must
So
prove
how about
himself.
you end this shit? How about that?
The captain must prove himself.
I did. I fucked up all your lasses over there. So, let's do this. She killed the most. I killed the second most. This is over. Fuck, I don't think it's over. Fuck. Oh, I think he wants us to really have to fight each other.
I have a question for you, Esther Arcalander. What happens if we die here? Do we become as ghosts bound to this ship? Or do we join the lady?
Roll persuasion check.
Oh, God. Okay, please. I have no idea. Did that actually roll?
I didn't see anything.
Okay. It's, okay. Once more feeling. There we go. Oh, fuck!
Oof.
I'm not convincing!
At
I
all.
am many things, but I'm not convincing!
With a 4. I've been trapped here as long as I can remember. Because of my friends. My Thanes. I'm not sure what happens when we leave. I rely on you to get us out of here. Just as much as you rely on me.
What?
The blood of friends.
How are we getting you out?
The blood of friends is what has cursed myself and this crew for eons. And the blood of friends, it appears, is what shall set us free. So tell me, with all your loyalty, with all your bonds of friendship, are you willing to die for each other? And if so, prove it.
Is Lycus still holding the spear?
Lycus. And I'm gonna take a look at take out the gem, that purple gem in my hand, and I'm gonna hold it, not knowing it's gonna work. And I'm just gonna walk in front of him, smile, nod.
You ain't touching me with that.
Nope. And I'm just gonna stand in front of you, awaiting the spear thrust.
Oh. You. Oh God! I fucking shake him because I look at Euron and I'm like, I'm not gonna shake her. I'll shake him first. I don't know him. I just met him, and he told me to. I look at Euron while I do this, and I've got this face of, oh fuck.
Like as you feel the impact, that slight resistance before the sharp tip plunges into the ribcage of Renatus. You hear a hollow.
I'm amazed I hit the ribcage. I didn't even look. I'm like, ah! It's fucking kneecap.
You feel the sharp pain in your chest before, very quickly, everything goes dark and numb, Renatus. Then you hear, Lycus, you're on. As Renatus collapses on the ground, his dark blood spreading out, pooling over, slowly drifting towards the body of Cyanus.
Does he look the same as Cyanus?
No.
Okay, that's different.
Is his gym lit up? Do I see it with my detect magic? Oh god, I just took my eyes with cat hair.
No. The gem is not lit up. That was a friend.
I will. Anything happen? The Van Estor's comment.
No.
Trying to get home, Euron. Trying to get home.
I know. If this doesn't work, you find my family, alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will tug my armor down to find the, basically, like, so you can go through the heart.
I aim perfectly, and I just jam it right through as fast as possible.
Just as before, a sharp pain, piercing the vital organs. A quick, honorable death, as Euron collapses and the gold vanishes from her eyes. You pull the spear out. Mr. nods his head.
Now get us the fuck out of here.
As agreed. Are you ready to be my successor, Lycus, Dragon Lord, Crown of Xander?
Yes.
And that's where we're going to take a break. All right. So, as you accept becoming the successor of Vestor Arcalander and captain of the Ultros, Lycus, the colors in the sky begin to swirl and become a shimmering vortex, a tornado of light, as they center down upon your body. Your vision blurs rapidly with this cacophony of colors blinding you. And then you see a dark room. The room expands, and you find yourself alone on the deck of the Ultros, under a normal night sky. There's no moon, there's a soft breeze, but a dark figure approaches you. You feel peculiar, you feel heavy, you feel metal on your skin where there shouldn't be metal. As you glance down, you see you have the form of Esther Arkelander himself, replete with all body armor, the spear, the long gray beard, dreadlocked hair. A dark figure approaches you. A beautiful woman with wavy blonde hair, an antler crown, and a black dress. A circlet covers and enhances a third red eye in the center of her forehead. As she approaches, you tense, but then relax, not sure why, but you feel as though this is expected. The Queen of Dreams approaches you and whispers in your ear, offering you a chance at godliness, a chance to have power beyond anything you've ever imagined, a chance to rule with her, and usurp Sidon as the Lord of all. But she requires you to prove your loyalty to her. You glance over and see your crewmates around you, your Thanes now looking at you, peculiar, and you know what must be done. Your vision becomes a blur, and once more you find yourself in a dark room, but as your vision expands, you see this is actually a room. You're not on the Ultros, and you see candlelight flickering amongst the walls. You're bathing in red wine.
Oh.
And bathing with you is the Lady of Night herself. Her blonde hair black with the red wine flowing down her skin, her red eyes shining in the candlelight. In rapture, you caress each other after what's been hours of entertainment. As you kiss her again, you notice not the sweet wine you taste, but a metallic flavor, a bit salty. Looking past her now, looking around you as you touch each other, you see dozens of bodies.
Oh.
Your crew, the dead Thanes, their blood pouring into channels across the floor, feeding the tub you lie in. Your vision fades once more, and you find yourself again on the Ultros, surrounded by the dead forms of your former companions who look upon you with hate and revulsion. You yourself have been dead for decades, and yet now still you haunt the seas, captain of the ghost ship Ultros, first for your ambition. Everybody except Lycus, I need you to take your headphones up for a moment, please. Lycus. Esther has betrayed you as he has so many before. In agreeing to become his successor, you have opened yourself to him. You and Esther now possess the same body.
Oh shit.
Accepting this bargain means that your personality immediately changes. You become dangerously cruel and obsessed with achieving immortality. Your alignment shifts to neutral evil, which, as we talked about, is more of an ideal than anything, but Esther speaks to you constantly in your mind, always encouraging you to pursue power at any cost. Oftentimes you will hear your grandmother and Esther arguing in your head, fighting over influence, both wanting you to achieve power, but for very different reasons.
Yeah, and I bet through different means.
Additionally, once per day, Esther's spirit can take control of you for one round without a chance to save.
Oh god.
Understand?
All right.
Okay.
Do we need a key? Do we need a secret word?
No.
A safe word when you want to do that?
We'll hash it out.
Okay.
Everybody back? Okay.
Yep.
I know. You see the form of Estor dissipate, and the same with all the other spectral crew around you, and the more corporeal ones. You see Lycus, his chin lifts up in the sky as though he's searching for something. His eyes roll in the back of his head, and then he crumbles to the ground. You get this uneasy, nauseous feeling in your stomach. You become lightheaded, or you realize you as well are going to pass out. And the last thing you see before you hit the deck is your party members lying around you. Second here. One by one, your eyes begin to open. All of you. You're lying on the deck of the Ultros, looking up into a beautiful morning sky. There's seabirds flying overhead, clouds drifting from left to right. There's no one around you. But as you come to your senses, you hear a dull thud against the side of the ship. Oi! Anyone up there? Oi! Hello? One by one you each rise, including Cyanus. Everybody that died during this period of the adventure, you have 1 point of exhaustion right now. Euronymous Renatus, once you feel your chest, trying to take some type of understanding of what happened, you have a thick gray scar where the spear entered your flesh, but otherwise you're uninjured. Cyanus, as you open your eyes, you feel weak, you feel disoriented, and then streaking up your hands and up your forearms, in a spiderweb-like pattern of your veins, you see this dim gray just beneath the surface of your fur and skin. You are also otherwise unharmed.
Okay. What the fuck did I miss?
I'm gonna tackle him. I'm gonna tackle, just barrel, just hug Cyanus. And just holding him just tight and just...
Bravo, good chap.
Then
I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna slap you and then just hug you again.
honey, if you're gonna slap, you
do
better slap.
do the sound. You gotta do the sound. I can't do it. Thank you.
Ow. Fuck.
Yeah,
Look, it's been a while. That actually tingled.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's good. No, yeah, just...
like all wrist on that. Fuck.
Oh, God. No, I'm just going, yeah, you... Stop fucking doing that.
I mean, what happened?
You...
I'll walk over, and I have his spear. I stand over him and her, both of them. I'll, kind of like jam the spear into the deck, look down at him, smirk a little bit, and say, "Welcome back. I'm the captain now." And then I just walk off.
Let me bring you up to speed.
While she does that, I'll go to the side to see who's banging.
Okay. Also, I forgot to mention you are all long rested. But you do have that one exhaustion point, those of you who died.
Is our HP back to what it was?
It is.
Okay.
Yes,
Let
your
me-
max
let me
HP has been
go.
restored.
I'm gonna go fix that. Also, how do we put exhaustion levels on?
Just note it for now. If it comes up in an ability check, basically you just have disadvantage on, I think, ability checks and attack rolls, something like that. We can look into it if it comes up. Okay?
Yeah.
Because that'll fade once you have another long rest.
Gotcha.
Ina, as you rise up, you peer out over the banister in the direction the noise is coming from, and the first thing you see towering up in the sky is the Colossus of Pythor. Looking around, you see the tall, beautiful marble tiled roofs of the city of Mitros rising with Mount Vulcan in the background. You see the tops of ships scattered all around you, none quite as tall as yours, but several merchant vessels and things of that nature, and people all staring at your ship from the edge of their ships, looking on in wonder and disbelief. The dum dum dum. Oi! Oi, is anybody there? Is it a bunch of ghosts? You walk over to the side and you see on the docks here, once again in the city of Mitros, a massive crowd has formed. Everybody, eyes open, slack-jawed, staring at the ship, waiting to see anything, something, figure out what's going on. And as they see you rise up, there's a gasp that goes throughout these thousands of people gathered here. And then, out of nowhere, an eruption of applause and cheers. Hey, it's the Ultros! Ooh, Dragon Lords! They've come to save us! Ooh, the crowd goes wild, and you see peering down, there's a small row vessel, and there was two individuals in there that were brave enough to approach the ship and attempt to make contact. And one by one, all across the city, it's like a wave of sound, of cheer, of jubilation as the Ultros has been reclaimed, and they're welcoming you back into the city of Mitros as the heroes that you so rightly are.
So I'll look back at the party and be like, well, we're back at Mitros, guys.
You all hear this as well, obviously.
Alright. Before we do anything, we need to go find the queen.
Is that person still the people in the boat right at the bottom there? The ones that knocked on the side?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would like to walk over and lean over and just go, Oi!
Oi! Oi! It's the Dragon Lords! Oi! You thought it was a myth!
So, it would seem that it is not. Listen, can you bring a message to shore?
Indeed, we can.
You find the Queen, please?
The Queen Valis is already right there. And he points over his shoulder and you see her standing on the dock. Her arms are folded and she has this mix of happiness and concern. It's very strange. A slight smile, but her stance says she's nervous.
Would you mind bringing her over then? Please?
Alright, yeah.
Thank you!
Just a moment. And they sit down. Come, hurry up. Start rowing. They start taking off back.
Easiest way.
As you turn around to face the rest of your group, everybody else, looking, talking to each other, glancing at the city, taking in the sight, the sound, the cacophony of cheers, you see Euron standing there facing you after talking to these individuals, and she is silhouetted by these marble buildings rising up behind her in the distance. From behind her head, you see this small but rapidly largening form of a silver dragon swoop up over the marble buildings and directly towards your ship, flying low, the wings beating over the crowd. It starts flying in circles, and you see King Acastus riding on this silver dragon with the spear in his hand, thrusting it up in the air, listening to cheers of joy and jubilation from the crowd around him. And after 30 seconds or so of this, he swoops around with the flare. The dragon tucks its wing and barrels towards you, spinning before massive wings outstretched, and the entire Ultros rocks from the downforce as it settles down with his giant paws and lowers one shoulder so Acastus can slide down. He slides down with a flare, he whips his cloak out behind him, walks towards the edge of the ship and straightens his crown a bit, and then once more raises his arm up in the air. whipping the crowd up into a fury. He waves to them, and he slowly starts to approach you. You see on his face is, at first it's a beaming smile, that charismatic smile, but then it fades a bit, and there's something else behind his eyes. Walking towards you, he puts his spear down against the mast. Your great warriors indeed have taken command of my ancestor's ship. But I would have you know, the Ultros is a relic from bygone days. To stand up to the power of the Titans, we will need dragons, as true dragon lords have always had, not ancient ships. But
If I did not know better, Your Majesty, that sounded like you were concerned.
I have everything in hand, I assure you.
If I did not know better, of course.
I'm good you do. I'm very glad you do. This is a great victory for the city of Mitros. The people know that I commissioned this voyage to find the Ultros and bring it back. They are glad to once more have this relic of the past amongst us, so they know it is not going to be used against us anymore. And for that I commend you. I consider our debt repaid. You have the Ultros. In exchange, you talked to the gods on our behalf with the hurricane. So if there will be nothing else, I have a crowd to attend to. He nods.
Just one quick note. We just got the ship. I kind of would hate to see it get sunk by a dragon just landing on it. Just, caution. I guess.
Corey behind you.
I'll take that under advisement. Now, I must be off. He turns, climbs back on the silver dragon. Spear up in the air, guiding the way, darts up into the sky, makes a couple more celebratory flare laps around the crowd, listening crowds, cheers of jubilation before flying off to the other side of the city and coming in behind him. 3 more dragons, bronze dragons, as they follow him towards the palace. You hear some sounds of wood on wood, and then suddenly some grappling hooks come up over the sides of the Ultros. You glance over and you see several boats have come to help move it closer to the docks. And there's about 10 people in these long rowboats tugging this massive vessel towards the next 5 or so minutes it takes them to pull it all the way and then line it up and lash it off and get a gangplank up and all the normal docking procedures. You have a couple of minutes to discuss things amongst yourselves before you're meeting interested parties and the population at large. Take this time as you will.
He was threatened.
Of course he was threatened. He's a man of flair, showmanship. He has no power. He has dragons, and yet he wields nothing. He fears this ship more than anything, for what it provides us in the eyes of his own people. He's a fool.
That is more gravitas than I've ever heard you use, Lygus.
I mean, he is a boat now. I mean, we should probably get used to it.
I'd get used to it. Come on, guys. We're on the Ultros and someone just tried to spoil our fun.
While we're standing there, do I still have the stone in my hand? Woke up.
It was in your
Or the
hand.
gem?
It was tightly gripped in your hand. You have an imprint on your hand now where you fell with it, so you do still have it, yes.
There's no change?
No.
When we get back to shore, I have a feeling we need to talk about what happened.
I mean,
That's a bad time for him to have to cut out.
It's alright. We'll fix his computer. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yes, I think we need to talk about what happens when there are not crowds.
But we did do it. Congratulations, Lycus. And everyone else.
And congratulations, Renatus, on your first labor completed. Welcome
Hopefully
to the
not
Heroes
my
of the Prophecy Welcome to the Heroes of the Prophecy properly. I'm just imagining like an old man happy dance.
Anybody remember what the hell we're supposed to be doing? Like, I know he commissioned us to get it and to bring it back, but I don't remember anything about it being his, right? Like, we didn't promise that it was his.
No.
I know we needed to talk to his wife, to the Queen, Her Majesty, but it was just find the Ultros, right?
We were to find it.
Find it.
Supposed to talk to Valis about it without getting word to her husband.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna work.
And then I know we had some hope of attending the Great Games, but we have some. I believe there are some places we have to set sail to. And the Lady of Coins asked that we take her to Themis, so I know that's one of our stops.
Okay.
Have him back? Do we have him back? Yes!
God, that thing is annoying.
It cut off right
Like,
as you were speaking.
Yeah, like, alright, so I was talking, and then you guys... and then you guys freeze up.
Oh, God.
I fucking...
We'll figure it out, buddy. I still have him. Y'all still have him?
No, we don't.
Okay. It's just...
Alright, so like,
I don't
have
agree
it.
with you guys.
Yeah, I have him.
I don't.
I have you and I see you, Sinus, and I
Okay.
hear you, so... Something going on with you. We'll figure it out later.
Uh-huh.
So, the ship has now fully docked. There's a gangplank going from the side of the Ultros down to the harbor dock itself. Peering over the side as several sailors and deckhands lash off the Ultros on the bottom with the grappling hook. Several more start to rise up and kind of nod expectantly, waiting for permission to board and lash it off properly up above. They look around, trying to figure out who the captain is, to be like, to let them on board. They're standing on the gangplank.
Yeah, the guy with the crown on his fucking head turns and nods and... You may board.
Yes, sir. Yes, master. Very good. They go dart off and start tying off thick, heavy corded ropes. At the base of the gangplank, you see the crowd has surged forward, and it almost looks as though there's no way for you to actually get onto the dock itself. But then, before long, you see a very familiar, large Minotaur head start not so softly making a space at the base of the gangplank. And you see your very familiar friends there. You also see Queen Valis and her entourage with Michaela. And you see Pythor, you see Kira, you see Don the Dwarf. You see many of your friends down there expectantly waiting of you, their eyes open wide in surprise and happiness that you've returned.
Noise.
I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything else you guys wanted to say or do before you walk down, that's all.
No, but I'm going to instantly, if Folon's down there?
Poland's down there.
I'm barreling down the gangplank to go hug the man.
His meaty arms open wide, and wraps you in a bear hug, picks you up, and swings you around in a circle, hitting Bullbug a little bit, and Valis kind of steps back and looks at you peculiarly before turning her eyes up towards the rest of you.
I died on that fucking ship. How are you?
Well, you don't look dead to me. You don't feel dead. You probably just need a nap.
I could use a nap. We've got a story and a half. Oh my gods! And then I'll pop down. Well, if he lets me down.
Yeah, hop on. The Oracle's up there at her state, so just hit your ride. Your legs are probably tired. We'll head on up. Laura, is she coming? Laura's, yes, full on, I'm coming. And you see him glance over at your party, locks eyes on one individual, and then scurries off behind Euron and full on.
Is Valis in earshot of me?
For the moment before you leave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean down and just go, apologies for the commotion, Your Majesty. There was no other option.
We cannot undo what has been done. It's fine. I'm glad you've returned. Victoriously. So Euron is riding on Volon, and him and Lorius go back up towards the city, kind of Volon shoving his way through this crowd as they don't want to separate everybody, reaching out to touch you and put their flowers on Euron as she goes by. And one by one, you all go down as well, and you're surrounded by all these individuals, your friends, the gods. Pythor comes up and grabs Ina's arm. Warrior to warrior, Kira comes up and goes to hug Lycus. I don't know what Lycus does.
I give her a big old hug and pull her up and give her a kiss on the cheek and say, I love you and miss you. Kind of, give her a little pat pat.
Lycus.
Yes, dear.
She pushes you back a little bit.
What's wrong? Don't you miss me?
Yes. Of course I met you, Lycus. Let's go. You must be tired.
Never too tired for you.
Indeed. Bullbug, would you mind coming with us? Alright. Let's go. Out of the way, you sons of bitches. Bullbug starts shoving everybody out of the way. Kira follows behind. She's cutting her eyes at you. You see her eyebrow isn't quite as high as it was when you first came down the gangplank like us. Renatus, Cyanus, I know you're there with Pythor. Valis addresses all of you. Oh. That was quite the ship. But you have claimed the Ultros. That is very, very good. That means you can continue, and there is still hope. And thank you for all that you have done. We need you now more than ever. Well, you must be exhausted. If there's nothing else, I will be at the palace. You can send for me. Unless you have any business to attend to right now, and get your rest. You'd be pleased to know that the games are starting tomorrow. I think it would be good, if you feel up to it, if you would have my personal sponsorship to compete, to solidify the gains that you have made in the reputation here in Mitros, and give the people more to cling on to that is not related to the Titans.
I mean, yeah, we just brought back the Ultros. I mean, why not have something to kind of wind down and celebrate all about?
That sounds pleasant. I look forward to it. It'll probably take several weeks to refit the Ultros with whatever you may need, so I will tend to that. Just give me a list of things you need, and I'll be sure it gets done so you can focus on preparing yourselves and allies for the journey ahead. Thank you, brave heroes. Because of you, we have a chance. And with that, she turns and walks. And as she walks, the crowd that was held back by Bullbug and the presence of Queen Valis herself and her entourage kind of surges in around you and gets within elbow reach of all of you. People kind of afraid to touch you, but at the same time wanting to. Kids cheering at you and making faces at you. And one by one, it starts to slowly push out of the way as you worm your way through this massive crowd from the docks, heading up into the heart of the city. So Folon was bringing Euron and Lorius back to the Oracle estate, and Kira was doing the same with Lycus. Anywhere the three of you want to go differently?
No.
No, I'm down with following.
Okay. So, you make your way through the winding path, the tall, very clean, refreshingly bright, and full of life streets of Mitros. After 20 or so minutes of walking, you actually have to take a break because of all the latent energy that you need to expend to get through the crowd, but before long you continue on, finding your way to the estate of the Oracle in the Noble District in Mitros. You find yourselves there. Euron and Folon are seated with Lorius in that opening meeting area, so prevalent in the front of the house. And the rest of you walk in. There's plenty of seats. They seem to have added more seats, expecting more company since y'all have been
Did he
staying
freeze
there.
for anyone else or just me?
No, he froze. for me.
Everyone, he's frozen.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay, Joe, you're good now.
Okay. Yeah, none of y'all froze for me that time. That was weird. It could have been an internet dropout on my side. So, y'all find your way to the state of the Oracle. Everything is nice and calm. I need to change this music. It's way too upbeat. The Oracle is there. All your friends are there. What would you like to do?
All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I need to go find a fucking priest. Because I gotta get this fucking spear dealt with.
Fair enough.
All right, that's my piece.
Yeah. Lycus, are you doing
Yes,
all right?
darling. I'm tired.
Hmm.
And I still don't feel good at what happened in the boat, or with, at the Ultros.
Yeah.
Still a little,
May I hug you?
Of course.
Oh, give him
Always makes me feel better.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a hug and just be
Oh.
like, I'm sorry.
Immediate flash in my head of stabbing her in the heart. Yep, thank you. I love you too.
Oh, you love me?
Where to? Temple of the Five Gods? Or what's that tavern where we were, that inn where we were staying at where that guy was paying our bill?
The
That
Titan.
really good food.
The Titan's Rest.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good place to rest. What do y'all think? Or maybe back at the Five Gods Temple, or...
Temple, food, maybe wine before food. And then a
Definitely
good sleep.
down for whatever as I sit down in the most cushy chair that I could find with the gem. I'm just studying it. Like, I'm just tired and I'm just like looking into it, just trying to remember.
The Oracle speaks up. Well, you all seem not too much worse for wear, and you must be exhausted and have things to do, so Lorius and I will leave you. We have prayers to lead at the Temple of the Five. Make yourselves at home.
Lorius?
Yes. You're on?
Do you happen to know if your time with Aesop, have you happened to learn anything about curses? Or more specifically, how to remove them?
Much more than I did, certainly. Sometimes it depends on the curse and the strength of it, but most priests that are powerful in the ways of Mitros, myself not included yet, but they can remove said curses. Hopefully, at the very least, I'd have to know more to give you a better answer.
Well, I think I might just follow you to the temple then. I'll catch up with you guys later.
Very good. Come along, Cyanus. It'll be good to catch up.
Definitely.
Okay, so the Oracle and Lorius and Cyanus walk out. Bolon and Bulbug, similarly, sensing, give y'all some space. The initial pleasantries aside, they retreat upstairs to their rooms. So the four of you find yourselves in the Oracle estate by yourselves.
I both have so much to say and not the words to say it.
Hey, we're back. Shake it off. We're in this together. We got out. I'm moved at the trust and love you guys put in me. You know, but we're gonna get through this. We are, you know? We got this. There's many things left ahead, but I think we could take care of this ourselves. Or, you know, as a group. I believe in us. And I think we can handle it all.
I can definitely second that notion.
Oh God, who are you? No.
As little time as I've spent with you guys, I can truly see every one of you.
Now let's go get wasted?
Fuck yeah.
What is the this is out of character so I can say it right. What is the Thylian equivalent of white girl wasted?
Whatever you want it to be, I hadn't thought about that. So you surprised me.
Euron's about to go trip the vine.
What?
Let's go get wasted Arisian style.
Let's go get so enamored we'll think that Lutheria was a pretty lady.
Oof. I don't know if my liver's up for that one.
Or you can say like Lutheria is a good idea. Yeah, I think that'd be even better.
Then let's not drink wine if we can.
Y'all headed to the Titan's Rest?
Oh, I will just
he's
kind
going to the temple, isn't he?
Cyanus is, yes.
Yeah, technically
Yeah.
I already left.
Yeah, I'm going to Titan's Rest to go get crunk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bump him maybe into Aina just briefly. And just be like, you doing okay?
lava!
Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm gonna hang back though and call Vulcan on the Sending Stone and inquire about the heart.
Alright. I won't hug her, but I will, like, supportive shoulder pat. Like, bro pat.
On her
And then
haunch. On her haunches.
No, I'm tall enough. I'll lean up on my toes.
That's what I
Ina's
said.
good. Ina didn't die because of her greed, so she's straight.
Oh.
Note real quick, because this slipped my mind earlier. Don the dwarf was there greeting you and everything. He also carried back to Mitras with him the Shield of Vulcan. So you now have that in your possession and it is repaired.
Cyanus!
Got it.
Nice.
Ooh. Do we have our magical weapon and armor? Euron's longsword and my...
You do.
I think it's been an hour.
If you would like to take time to focus on
Yeah,
that,
we'll-
sure.
Yeah, we'll play around with that and be like, hey, you got your... Oh, yeah, I got my... Yeah, as we start drinking away that night.
Yeah. Also, out of curiosity, as I'm on my toes to, like, do the bro pat, does Ina still have those signs of age?
Oh, yeah, did they?
No. Cyanus either.
There we go.
Oh, he looked good as a 70-year-old man.
Trying to call me a silver fox, my boy?
I was
silver-
going to call you
silver
Uncle
satyr?
Bumpy, but you know, whatever.
Silver Satyr.
A silver satyr. I'm gonna make that the name of a brothel in Mitros now.
Yes!
The Silver Satyr.
The gay bar!
No.
Yes!
Oh my god!
No, not that kind of horn.
All the horn!
Oh my god.
All right, so real quick, since y'all are gonna go to the Titan's Rest, second. You find that the barkeep there has been replaced. The individual now is a very tan-looking elf. His ears are more rounded than pointed, and he has the same air of formality, but he's much more brusque. He isn't very talkative with you, and he insists that you pay normal prices. But the price he's quoting isn't the exorbitantly ridiculous price it used to be. He explains to you, when you ask about that A, the price that you were originally given when you come here is to keep out the undesirable individuals, those who can't afford to pay such crazy prices. The people that are known to the Titan's Rest, people that are accepted company there, have relatively normal prices. It's a little more expensive, so I say 10 silver for a mug of ale, for example, but it's not ridiculous anymore. B, since you have taken up residence with the Oracle, they have given out your room, in case you're wondering about that, but also the proprietor has informed him not to foot the bill for your group anymore. So, y'all are talking. Also, we'll say, just so I don't forget, assuming you take time to deal with those magical items at some point over the next day or so, Lycus, the armor is a set of Mariner's Scale, and the longsword, although it has that highly shiny onyx look to it, it is functionally a Mithril Makara +1. So, you'll have that. Cyanus, switching back to you real quick. You head over to the Temple of the Five. You see a large congregation of individuals. You see the same lovesick, older teenager boy that you encountered previously, who's so enraptured with Queen Valis. He greets you, doesn't take your time. You walk up the steps to the temple. You're surrounded by all the clerics and people there worshiping, and Lorius pulls one of the clerics aside, explains the situation to him. A curse, is it? Well, I'll do what I can, depending on the power of it, and all. For the components that we need to cast such a spell cost approximately 200 gold. Would you be able to pay that for us to hopefully lift this curse? Good,
I
sir.
immediately just like shoot my hand into my pocket and I'm just like, here you go.
Oh, very good.
Just one condition.
Yes.
The entire time that we're doing this, I need to be in the room.
Right this way. And he starts to walk off, and Loria says, "Good luck. Come find me when you're done." And he goes off to the Oracle, and they start chatting with some other acolytes. He leads you into a back room, and he gathers two other acolytes with him, and so the three of them are messing with the spell components and preparing the ritual. He has you place the Grimstalker down on a largely unadorned wooden table except for a piece of white cloth, and he begins chanting arcane words over it. Every now and then you'll hear words that you recognize, such as Mitros and so on, praying to Mitros to call. And the acolyte here places his hands over it, and you see energy briefly illuminate in wavy form out from his hands, covering the Grimstalker. The Grimstalker glows for a minute, and you get intensely sick to your stomach. After 5 or 10 seconds, the feeling passes, and it almost seems as though the Grimstalker is attempting to talk to you. You hear the quiet rumblings of that disturbing voice echoing somewhere in your mind, but it fades, as does the feeling of nausea. And then the acolyte kind of collapses and catches himself for a moment, putting his hands underneath him before slowly rising back up. Well, I'm not sure if the curse is broken, or if we merely suppressed it. I did not feel any finality. Well, I can't be sure, but I believe we have broken the curse. The weapon itself retains the tainted energy that inhabits it, but any hold that it had on you, I feel we have severed. I hope that is sufficient to your goals. If not, we may have to try more powerful magics at greater cost and with possibly more unpredictable results.
Well, let me test this out. I'm gonna leave that there. I'll be right back. And then I walk out of the room.
You walk out of the room and you get to the doorway, 10 to 15 feet away, and you remember being in the Colossus and feeling about this range where you started to really, really feel ill. You brace yourself and continue walking through the doorway, and you don't feel any effects.
I just look around like, well, what the fuck? That was way too easy. Alright. Well, the others are going to be happy.
Would
then I
you
just
be
walk back in.
Would you be taking this weapon with you, or would you like us to secure it somewhere safe so it can do no more harm?
I'll take it. I've kind of grown attached to it. I just kind of needed to get that aura off of it.
Very good. You reach out and go to touch it, and for a moment, as you grasp it, you feel a twinge of that sickness again, but you're not sure if it's because of some latent energy, some ethereal attachment, or just the residue in your mind of the feelings this weapon has conjured within you in times past. Fleetingly, it passes, and you grab it and throw it in the sling on your back. The Acolyte, well, thank you for your services. The money has been well used, I assure you. We take a little off the top to help heal the suffering of the people of Mitros.
Of course.
And
pleasant. I cannot thank you guys enough, because if you'd been around to see what this spear does to me, you'd be chopping at the bit to do this.
It's certainly my pleasure. And Mitros wills it, and so it should be done. I hate to pester you, with you just returning and all.
What's up?
Would you all be able to settle your balance for that resurrection that you had us cast?
Resurrection. Wait a minute. Alright, metagame. Which resurrection are we talking about?
Aster?
The one for...
When you left the body of your friend with us and never returned, we went ahead and resurrected him before it got too late, but we have since been short on spell components to perform the same services.
Our satyr friend. I know I'm not there. They fucking raised Castor.
They raised Castor!
We don't know it. All right. It's all you, bud.
Oh, God!
You know what? Because he was so recently passed, it was simple. It was only about 250 in materials, but that money does go to good use, as I said.
Of course, just, give me a bit. I need to go confer with my, mates.
Certainly. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Please, you always have a home here in the Temple of the Five.
Of course.
Just be with you.
And with you.
Good day. He turns and resumes his normal duties.
And then I just bolt straight back over to Titan's Rest.
You kind of quickly walk out of the temple, maintaining a little bit of decorum, but definitely in a hurry. And Loris and the Oracle look at you suspiciously as you walk past them, and they just kind of shake and go back to their prayers. You go to the estate of the Oracle. You don't find them there. You talk to Folon. He lets you know they probably went for a drink at the Titan's Rest, so you track them down there, and you walk in the room. They're in the middle of drinking and chatting and having a good old time between them. So Cyanus walks into the Titan's Rest. The scene is yours.
Hey guys, can I get another? Can I get a drink or two? Like quick, please.
Ah, come on, bartender! Bring another picture. Two more glasses.
Your tab at this point is 1 gold, 20 silver.
That's
Two
too
silver,
low.
2 silver.
1
2
gold,
silver,
20
2
silver. Ooh.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Can
Those are rookie numbers in this category, son.
Anyway, so I get the drinks and I just down them down, and I'm like, hey,
that catch it up, buddy.
guys,
Is
not
that
to
happy
rain on the
drinking or
parade.
bad drinking? Is that happy or bad drinking?
What?
Is that
It's all
drinking
happy
because-
drinking. It's
No,
all
that
happy
doesn't.
drinking.
That's not happy drinking.
It's catching up. It's
I
happy
know.
drinking. Come on.
It's a little bit of both. I mean, I'm a satyr. I like my drink.
Valid.
Right. But guys, we may have a situation.
What is the
Um,
situation?
The situation is that drink ain't drunk enough.
I'm just like, fine, fuck, like us, and then I just drink another one, real quick. And I'm like, all right, so, remember before we left, we had the temple look after our friend?
Yeah.
They brought him back.
They did what?
You are now
They
wearing wine.
brought him
that's,
back. I think they misinterpreted take care of him as bring this dude back from the dead.
I thought they were just going to speak with him.
Okay, just a quick reminder.
Uh-huh.
As y'all were walking away, Castor was in the cart. Nobody wanted to talk to Miss Dread. So Lycus pointed and just kind of nodded and like shook his head, and y'all walked off.
Jesus, fuck. Mistred's fucking us again!
We never actually told them. Oh my god, we never actually gave them direction. We just said
Fuck.
they revived him.
So,
They revived who? No. They didn't revive Castor. Who else did we bring over there? We brought somebody else over there, huh?
No.
no,
Yeah,
it was only him. The only other people that we brought to the temple were like a bunch of kids, and I'm pretty sure none of them were
The
dead at the
kids.
time.
So one of the kids was resurrected, right?
I mean, we
Because you're not
didn't
telling me
bring a
Castor
dead
we
kid.
had-
I didn't bring a dead kid. Did you bring a dead kid?
No.
Are we happy that this guy's resurrected or not?
No, we're
I have
not.
a drink.
Well, ish.
No.
Ish.
Oh,
We
wait.
wanted him dead, but we had questions for him, and then
Hey.
Ina killed him.
Oh.
So we were hoping we.
But now he's alive! Yeah!
Benatus. No,
Oh.
we were hoping to just have them speak with him so we could get some questions answered, but we had rushed out for the Ultros, and apparently we did not give clear enough direction. So, he's alive, and hopefully he is not spreading the word of situations that occurred, but we need to find him, and we need to find him fast.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, Lycus, sorry about this, but we both need this right now. And I grab him by the head, drag him outside, and like dunk his head, trying to like sober him up.
Imagine, if you will, like an angry, just angry mug that doesn't waver. And even though my head gets douche, douche, douche,
I'm just imagining that
it
bit in the
doesn't
princess-
change. Just my hair gets wet, my face gets. The scowl just remains, and
I'm just
glaring.
remembering that bit in Princess Bride when Inigo needs to be sobered, so he's just like douche 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6,
yeah,
and then he's like,
that-
That's enough!
Yeah, that, but the fucking scowl never moves. The face remains the exact same.
So, yeah, we need to head over there right now.
How long ago did they raise him?
I did not get that out of them. I just heard that they raised him, and I ran over here.
We need to find that out.
No. I'll get him in the morning. I'm actually okay with this. You want to know why I'm okay with this? because that means I finally get to kill him. And I got the first one. I think it's my turn. I'm okay with this.
So you're okay with waiting?
I know,
I figured
I'm
you would
okay
want to go
with,
fucking strangle him right now.
Yep. No. It's nighttime, isn't it?
No, it's
Oh.
kind of late in the morning.
Oh, I thought I
when y'all
missed
arrived, it was basically a new morning in the dock in the harbors of Mitros.
But
Oh,
for the
okay.
record, if you take all of us, 3 of us have a level of exhaustion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just for ability save, though.
Yeah, let's, we can find out how long ago this was and if there's any information on him.
Should I go get Ina?
I'm okay with this. I get to kill him now. I'm okay. It's good. That's good.
Then I think I'm decently sober. I'll go get Ina. You guys go to the temple?
Sure.
I'll meet you there. Right. I will throw down a bit of money on the table, just as a tip. It's like, Cyanus, you have the money, and then I'm going to go to the Oracle's house.
Okay. You got it.
How much was it?
With a couple more rounds, I'd say 1 gold, 4 silver total.
Gotcha.
No big deal.
Just get to the Oracle's house, open it, and I'll wait and just go up to where Ida was and knock on the door. Well, I think it's her room. I'll knock.
Okay. I know you're in your room.
Yeah, I wanted to call Vulcan on my sending stone.
Okay. So we'll skip back to you, so you can do that, and then we'll catch back up when you get done talking to Vulcans when she shows up.
Mhm.
Okay. So, you grab the sending stone, you think of Vulcan, and instantly you feel a strange connection between your minds. Ina, how you doing, lass?
I'm good. How are you?
Right as the fire.
How's Sally?
As hot as ever. It's
Yeah.
feistier than I remember. Getting cranky with age, I tell you.
It happens.
Are you? I heard a message from your daughter that she got the Ultros back.
Yeah, we did. We just got back this morning. So,
Fine work. I knew you could do it. The lot of you.
are you
What?
coming in for the Royal Games?
No, too much to work to. We're still working on the forge, and I'm trying to figure out how to repair this harp. I think we can do it, but I might need you to collect some materials. I have most of the things on hand, and we can replenish that with just buying some gold, but the thing that's not in obvious supply is some nymph hair. We need a couple of nymph hair strings to restring it. That
Okay.
in a week or two, and should be able to have it right as rain, sounding as pretty as the day I made it.
Okay. I'll see what I can do about a nymph.
Be careful. They're seductive. They can,
Oh, I know.
do you now?
I do.
Another story for another time. Perhaps we can share notes if you're not too bashful.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be an in-person story, not across a sending stone.
Very good. Is there anything else? Like sweat running in my eyes. It's hard to focus.
Oh, no, that was it. I was just calling to check on the harp.
Sally says hello and good luck to all of you, and thank you for doing everything you're doing. Wish I could do more.
You are doing a ton for us. We appreciate you.
Take care. I know.
You too.
Connection severs.
What?
And I just be like, I know we have a problem.
Already? We just got back.
I know, it's startling actually. We are never without. But do you remember how we left Castor's body by the temple and we never really gave them any direction of what to do with him?
Yeah, I was hoping he was just gonna rot in the daylight.
The opposite happened, in fact. They've revived him.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yep. So we're reconvening at the temple to find out how long ago. I know, sorry, the already is still getting me too. We're reconvening at the temple to try and find out when this happened, so we could do something about it. Because Lycus would really like to kill him again.
Okay. All right. I'll come.
Thank you.
This is ridiculous. They can't fix a heart, but they can raise an evil person from the dead. This whole city is just shit.
As much as it is my home, my opinion may be slowly shifting towards your own.
Well, after seeing how your home treated you, I would say it should.
Mm-hmm. But, good news, if any, there's... Well, actually, wait. Metagaming. Never mind. That was metagaming. Let's just hope his company has changed. There were no... I don't want to have to try and go after any more extra satyrs or nymphs or whatever. Head down.
I'd be alright to run into a nymph. I need some hairs.
Nymph hair?
Yeah, to fix the heart.
Fair enough.
So, I call dibs on a nymph if we run into one. And I'll follow Euron.
I wiggle my eyebrows at her when she says that, and then I'll start walking.
Alright.
But yeah. So. And if there's any Metrosian equivalent to coffee, I would like a cup.
They have coffee, yeah.
Can I get a quadruple shot espresso, please?
Look at you curiously and hand you a cup of coffee with some sugar.
I'm a hero of the prophecy. Can you give me 2 more? Because I need it.
Quickly hand them and just...
I'll give him extra coin. It's just, I will have as much caffeine as I can take, like a mom with 5 kids, and then just chug the whole thing as I'm walking.
They're falling over themselves to provide you services. They don't take any of your coin. I'm just happy to be of help. So, Euron and Ina make their way over to the temple. You find Lycus, Renatus, and Cyanus there, and they seem to be kind of waiting for y'all to catch up before they figure out what's going on, talking amongst themselves. The scene is extremely similar to how I described it to Cyanus earlier, where Acolyte's all about. Oracle and Lorius are still leading prayers over on one side of the temple. What do y'all do?
Hey, so we left him in charge of Mistrid, right?
Y'all nodded to Mistrid, and he just basically gave you a thumbs up from a distance, and he started getting some acolytes. You saw some acolytes carting the body around the temple as you were walking from a pretty good distance away.
We need to go find Mistrid.
Okay. Alright, walk upstairs. Mistred's there amongst a pack of them. He sees you, and he waves and starts shuffling his older body, shoulders hunched over towards you, his hands clasped together. Greetings, my friends. How are you on this beautiful day? Blessed be of Mitros. It's good to see you in very, very good order. I had feared the worst when I heard the name Ultros. What can I do for you?
Good to see you as well, Mistred. A very important question. We left a friend of ours in your care as we left. He was deceased. I understand he was revived? A satyr. Looked like he'd been cleaved in half by an axe.
Oh, yes. That was several weeks ago now that you left him. I'm sorry. It took me a moment to remember. It was quite a challenging ritual to bring him back, but we did. Never fear. Whatever we can do to help the heroes.
How long ago was that? Did you manage it in the day we left, or?
It was shortly after you left. Yes, that way we had the greatest chance of reviving him. He was back up on his feet within an hour, stumbling at first, but he quickly regained his strength. And I asked him to give you our thanks and appreciation, and he assured me he would do so.
Would you happen to know where he went after he left?
No, I thought he found you because we saw him the next day traveling with some of the honor guard of King Acastus. I assumed they were on business for you.
Oh, fuck.
Is everything all right?
Everything is fine, my friend. You did wonderfully. So you say the honor guard of King Acastus has our friend in his entourage, if you will. They're helping each other.
Yes, several of his Red Cape Centurions, and I believe even one of the Dragon Lords, that strapping young fellow. They were walking towards. Where was I? That's right, I was on the road just outside of the Temple District. They were walking towards the vineyards.
The vineyards. Okay, excellent. Yeah. Hey, has there been a new wine brew delivered since since about that time frame? Because I think there was supposed to be some new wine. Just out of curiosity. I heard the vineyards were having some issues, so I wonder if they restarted their shipments.
We are still importing our sacramental wine, and I believe the majority of the city is too, except for, of course, the family farms on the western outskirts of the city. The vineyard, as you say, has been dry, from what I hear.
Right. Any word on the Church of, or the Cult of Lutheria, since the tragic temple caught fire?
Oh, tragic. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. That was rude of me.
No. Same. Same.
There have been rumors. They said that there were notable people involved, but nothing else. They seem to be coming upon some suspects soon, though. There's been rumor amongst the Centurions that come here and chatting when they think no one can hear them. I have an ear for gossip. It's one of my vices. Does the temple interest you?
We were just curious because it was on fire last time we were here, and I just wasn't sure what was going on with it.
Oh, okay. I was concerned that we weren't meeting all of your needs for services.
No. You're doing wonderful, my friend. Wonderful, absolutely. I wish you well on your retirement party.
Oh, thank you, Lord Lycus, but hopefully I won't die for many moons yet.
One can hope.
It would be glorious to bask in the arms of Mitros, though. I look forward to the day. Is there anything we can do for you while you're here? Some rest or nourishment? A blessing, perhaps? Anything of the sort?
My friend, I think you have done everything we could have possibly asked of you. I thank you very much.
Of course. Not to be a bother, but would you be able to replace the spell components, or is that too much to ask? From the resurrection.
I got it.
Thank you, Lord Sionis. Very, very generous.
Lord!
Oh, we're fancy folk. We're lords now.
You're very valuable.
Hand him over, and it's 250 gold. Oh. Mitros be with each of you. You know where I am if you ever need me, and I'm happy to travel to you if you're within walking distance, of course. My bones don't carry me as once as they used to, so I have much to tend to.
I'm with you.
And a glorious day. Mitros be with you. And he turns and walks off.
Is there anyone else in the room?
You were kind of at the edge of the large chamber of the temple. You had enough where you weren't in earshot of anybody, but there's dozens of people all around. Commoners, nobles, acolytes, centurions.
Gods have mercy.
Well,
why would King Augustus be in league with him?
I mean, the queen did want us to tell her about the ship before Cassis knew, so she already has suspicions about him too.
And if he's vested in the city and having balance so that people like him, he would want to get the vineyards going quickly, as fast as possible given circumstances. I think we should go to the palace.
For what?
No fighting in the palace. No fighting in the palace, you're on.
I don't want to go fighting the palace, but there appears to have been quite a bit happening since we were gone. I would like to speak to Her Majesty. Maybe she can tell us if there's been anything she's noticed with Castor and the Honor Guard and whichever Dragon Lord he's been sitting with.
Oh, that cunt Gaius.
Or we could just go to the vineyards and take care of it. Like, this has been a loose end for weeks now while we've been gone. Like, we're just going to continue to let it be a loose end? Or are we going to try to mitigate our damages?
Like us?
I think we should go to the vineyards. Get us out of the city for a minute. And maybe we'll see what we can find along the way before we expose that we're onto them. Because they don't know right now that we know that they're working together.
And they may not be working together like any more than just providing wine for the wine festival. We don't even know that Castor remembers what happened. You know, like when you get knocked out, you don't remember like the first, like the minutes right before it happened. We don't know what all he knows.
Then, let's get walking.
Oh, boy.
Lost the coffee.
You make your way down the temple steps and out the road, traveling through the royal gates, the winding path that leads you down. Start heading eastward toward the vineyards of Mitros. You get 2 dozen feet or so, and you hear this roar of applause behind you. The crowd like a wave traveling down from the temple district. You look up over the rising walls where the path that comes down from the temple district, and you see people at the edges throw up their hands and cheering as they proceed in a wave down the road, and then it catches up to the gate, comes through the gate, and as it turns a corner to where you can see people are jumping up to the sides and waving their arms and cheering in exuberant jubilation, and you see this fit young male, completely nude, running, carrying a lit torch, running past you, everybody cheering, "The Great Games! The Great Games! The Great Games! Woo!" The Great Games. The torch is being carried to the Colossus of Pythor to signal the beginning of this annual festival. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.